Hey everybody, happy Monday, welcome to our channel. I'm Ali Velour, this is Scott Emmerich.
Hey, how's it going? So, yeah, I've got Ali here and we're gonna just have a little bit of a chat about PERM and the PERM process, which is the beginning stages of how to sponsor someone for an employment-based visa. So I'm gonna ask Ali some questions about it and that's where we're gonna go. So Ali, can you explain, how do you start the PERM process?
So PERM process is essentially EB-3. You guys might know it as EB-3, and it's when the employer tests the labor market in the US, and the idea is, if they're unable to find willing, able, and qualified US employees, whether US citizens or permanent residents, then they can offer the position to the foreign national, whether the foreign national is living in the US on some kind of a visa or is abroad. They don't need to be here. And then we ask for certification from the Department of Labor.
Okay. And how long does that process usually take?
So, there's a couple of steps involved. We have to get the prevailing wage for the position, and then we have to, so for the prevailing wage, it takes about 6 to 7 months. And then once we get the prevailing wage, we have to do the recruitment, right, to set that up. So that's about, let's say, 60 days. And then if everything goes well and we don't find US workers, then we file with the Department of Labor. That portion may take another 6 to 7 months. So all in all, about a year and a half.
Okay. You said recruitment. Does that involve like interviewing potential candidates for the job?
Yeah, so the employer, so we come up with, the law firm comes up with, suggested recruitment plan, newspaper, online, etc. And resumes come in to the employer. And the employer decides who meets the minimum qualifications that are listed in the job posting, and they make decisions whether to interview or not. The interview doesn't have to be in person, obviously. It can be telephone, it can be online, it can be email, whatever, but yes.
Okay. So then, let's say you've gone through this. You got your prevailing wage, you did your recruitment process, there's nobody available, and it gets certified. You said it takes about a year and a half. What do you do at that point?
So once we get the certification, then we're good to go. We're rock and roll. We file the I-140, which is the employment petition, right, with USCIS. So depending on what country you're from, the visa may be current already. That's where the visa bulletin comes in. India, China, Philippines, and Mexico, they're typically backlogged, but different countries. That's a whole different discussion. We can have a video on visa bulletin. But yes, we filed the I-140, and depending on the case, we can even file the green card together.
All right, great, sounds good.
Right, so it's right now, unemployment in the US is still less than 4%, which is magical for PERM. And because everybody has a job, and there are no able, willing, available US workers. So this is a really good time to file for PERMs for the people that you want to hire permanently, and because this is not going to last forever. So anyway, next program will be on visa bulletin. That's more detailed. Thank you all.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.